Hi everybody, Max Scoville here for Rev3 Games, and if you missed it, last year one of the big holiday crazes was Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, which is this thing where you get these toys and then you get them and they go inside the video game, and well, long story short, Activision is releasing Skylanders Giants this holiday season, and it is a big thing, so here's my review for it. For the uninitiated, Skylanders works like this. You take the Skylander figurine and you place it on the Portal of Power, which is connected to your console of choice. Then, using a mixture of ancient sorcery and near-fields communications technology, the Skylander is magically transported into the game. The portal supports up to 2 toys at a time, and the game has a co-op mode as well as competitive arenas. Each toy has a chip inside it that'll store data about the Skylander's level, experience points, gold, as well as a nickname and the gamer tag that toy is registered to. The toys are universal, so if little Ralphie has an Xbox 360 and little Tommy has a Wii, they can still bring toys to each other's houses to play Skylanders. Executed poorly, Skylanders could have been nothing more than a shovelware video game tied to a shameless merchandising scheme. Thankfully, Skylanders is executed extremely well. The first game, Spyro's Adventure, was a runaway success last year, and Skylanders Giants aims to stay on track. The premise is pretty simple. Chaos, the evil villain from the first game, has returned to the Skylands to be evil and summon monsters and stuff like that, and it's up to the Skylanders to stop him. Skylanders plays like a cross between those adorable LEGO video games and a more complex hack-and-slash dungeon crawler RPG like Diablo, with a dash of Pokemon thrown in. The plot and characters are delightfully goofy, fun, and otherwise kid-friendly, and at no point does the game take itself seriously enough to become preachy or saccharine. The jokes are funny, and the voice cast is jammed with familiar cartoon talent. Keep an ear open for Brock Sampson or maybe Invader Zim, because they're both in there. The gameplay is simplified action RPG beat-em-up. Level design is fairly linear, broken up by the occasional block puzzle, locked door, or platforming section. There are also a couple of vehicle sections having you pilot a giant robot or a jet copter, and there are a couple noteworthy boss fights, including one that doubles as a sing-along.
You don't stand a chance, Skylander, even though you won that round. 'Cause the power won't drop and the driller won't stop until the city of Truckers is found.
Each Skylander starts out with 2 basic attacks and a third that can be unlocked. While leveling up a Skylander will improve its stats and health, the skills must be upgraded separately using in-game currency, so collecting loot is a big part of the game. Each of the 16 levels takes about 30 minutes to complete the first time through, but there are a ton of hidden areas and items. In addition to hidden loot caches, there are also hidden special items like winged sapphires, which give you a discount on upgrades, and hats, which act as armor for your Skylander, as well as making it look hilarious. Certain areas of each level can only be unlocked by Skylanders of a certain elemental type, and while it's entirely possible to play through the entire game with a single Skylander toy, you will have to shell out a few bucks for a handful of toys if you want to 100% it.
This is my kind of place.
The biggest addition to Skylanders Giants is a pretty obvious one. It's the Giants. Joining the ranks of the little Skylander toys are 8 new big ones, one for each different elemental class. The Giants are around twice the size of the regular Skylanders, both as toys and in-game. They're much stronger, but a good deal slower on the battlefield. They're able to lift up large rocks and throw them, as well as clearing block doors that the smaller Skylanders have to blow open with bombs. The giant toys light up when placed on the portal without any batteries, which is pretty cool, and it's a new feature that's also featured by some of the Light Core figures, which will release an energy blast when placed in the game. All of the old toys from Skylanders Spyro's Adventure work in Giants, and they can be leveled all the way to level 15, which is an increase from the previous cap of 10. So if any old Skylanders have been lying around not getting much use, there's a good chance they'll get picked up again for this game. A number of Series 1 characters have been redesigned and re-released as Series 2, and each one includes a new game ability. One major addition to the gameplay is Sky Stones, a virtual trading card game that's somewhere between tic-tac-toe and war. Throughout the game, your Skylander will run across other characters who want to play Sky Stones, and if you win, you get their Sky Stones. It's simple but amusing, and in addition to the most adorable lock-picking mechanic I've ever seen in a game, the Sky Stones add a nice puzzle element to the game's otherwise button-mashy combat. The game's story is comprised of 16 chapters, which is less than the previous game, but it's a game that's meant to be played through more than once. And with a pile of battle arenas and heroic challenges unlocked by each new Skylander placed on the portal, there's no shortage of gameplay here. If you're a serious grown-up gamer looking for a challenge, worry not. There are 3 difficulty modes, plus a nightmare mode that's unlocked once the game's completed. At a glance, it's easy to write off the Skylanders franchise as a sleazy marketing scheme meant to cash in on poor parents breaking under the demands of their bratty little kids. But upon closer inspection, it's a really well-made game that offers a solid amount of bang for the buck. Probably my biggest nitpick with the game is the Soul Stones hidden throughout the levels. Each one of these unlocks an ability for a specific Skylander, even if you don't own that particular Skylander, and if you don't, it offers a preview of its ability, which is basically just an in-game advertisement and kinda tacky. However, if you're a parent looking for something to play with your kids, or a serious, mature, grown-up adult gamer who just happens to like collecting cute toys, Skylanders Giants is definitely worth checking out. If you were a fan of the first game, Giants is more of the same, with a handful of new things thrown in. If you think Skylanders are dumb, and you hate cute things or games for children, then I don't know why you're watching this review. If Skylanders Giants looks like your cup of tea, buy it. Skylanders Giants comes in two varieties. There's the regular version, which will set you back $75, which includes the Portal and T-Rex, who's one of the Giants, as well as Jetvac and Cinder, who are both little monsters you play with. That includes the game as well. And then of course there is the Portal Owners Pack, which is for people who, if you already have the first game, which just comes with T-Rex and then the game itself. This is available for, let's see, the Wii, the Wii U, the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, the PC, the Nintendo 3DS, the Macintosh computer, and then there's even like an iOS game as well as a game you can play on your computer in your browser. That comes with these little codes with the guys at the toy store. Yeah, if you want to check out a really cool interview I did with the guy who actually invents these little things, we have one up right here on this channel, Rev3 Games. Be sure to check out the rest of our coverage. The holiday gaming season is upon us. I am Max Scoville. I am everything wrong with this generation. I'll see you guys around.